Are looking at better and more growing concerns about toxic air on passenger planes.
Yeah, a new report finding people suffering from what's being described as a brain injury because of alleged exposure to fumes. ABC's Perry Russum has more.
This morning, an investigation from the Wall Street Journal is raising concern about the number of flights with toxic fumes on board and the potential health consequences.
Our union has been concerned about this for decades, and we've been concerned about it because of the very real life consequences that crew members have faced because of contaminated bleed air.
On most planes, air is pulled in from the outside through engines using a system known as bleed air. If any seals are worn or degraded, oils from lubricated bearings enter the air and vaporize in the heat, releasing unknown quantities of toxic compounds. According to the Wall Street Journal, over the last 20 years, a neurologist has treated about a dozen pilots and more than 100 flight attendants for what's being described as brain injuries after alleged exposure to fumes on planes. The incident spiking in 2017, reportedly driven in part by leaks on the Airbus A320. The Journal, citing internal documents, reports Airbus loosened maintenance rules after suspected fume events to get planes back in the air. In response to the report, Airbus tells ABC News its aircraft are designed and manufactured according to all relevant and applicable airworthiness requirements. Back in February, smoke filled the cabin on this Delta flight, forcing the Boeing aircraft to make an emergency landing.
We need manufacturers to be required to make airplanes that either have the filters or create a system where we're not using this bleed air as the means of recirculated air in the cabin.
In response, the FAA telling us studies have shown cabin air is as good as or better than the air found in offices and homes. A recent bipartisan bill proposed in Congress would require specialized filters on planes. Perry Russum, ABC News, New York.